Hey YouTube, Atheist Vape is checking in. Today we've got the Hana Modz DNA 30 clone. I gotta say, this is a kick-ass little device. I've been very, very happy with this. It feels great in the hand, it's nice and light, you know, it's not overburdensome, it looks really sleek, very, very modern, would definitely fit in with the, you know, iPod, smartphone, Android world, you know. This is something I could see blowing up across college campuses, honestly, because it has all this power, all these great things about it, and it still looks just really good. And you know, for people who aren't into the big metal mech mod look, this is going to be the answer for you guys, because you're getting the power, you're getting the output, and you're not stuck with this giant metal thing. I personally like those, but a lot of people don't. And so there's a big crowd of MVP users that when they're ready to take the next step, this might be the way to go. Now, some of you might be saying, you know, why would you want this over something like this? You know, because this thing rocks 60 watts. But the thing is, this is 3.3 to 6 volts. That's what you get to control. You also need to know a lot more about what you're doing, because all you're doing is dialing up and down the volts. It's not telling you the resistance of your build, so you need an ohm reader. You need to use an ohm calculator to figure out the amps you're rocking. All of that's taken care of with this device. You know, you can go from 7 to 30 watts on any Addy that you want to. That doesn't mean you should with all of them, just because, you know, you might get burnt tastes and things like that. But with this kind of device, it's more suited for sub-ohm builds, because you actually can get more volts being pushed from this with 1 ohm and up than you can with this. So like with the K-Fun, this is going to be the better choice, or you know, any type of build above 1 ohm, honestly. But with dual coil sub-ohm builds, this is going to be the route you want to go, because you're actually going to get more vapor, more power, all that jazz from this box. That isn't to say you actually need 60 watts though. I've got a 0.6 build on the Cartel Still Air, and I'm getting great vapor production. And when I throw the K-Fun on there, you'll see you get great vapor production from that as well. You know, this thing is ready to rock for basically any Addy you throw at it, which makes it a really, really good purchase. And you know, even at the around $100 range for the clone, still, I would highly recommend jumping on this thing. I think that's a great, great price for this setup. So let's fire it up again. It's really kicking ass. Oh, it did its auto shutdown there. Basically what happens if you're not using it, it kind of shuts off itself. So you got to click it again and it's ready to go. It's a beast, people. I mean, I am creating weather systems. At 30 watts, let's see, it's running at 4.2 volts. So there's your kind of proof that you can actually go higher in the volts and watts with a dual coil build, but when I throw the K-Fun on here, I'll show you, it'll actually run at 6.2 volts. So it'll be a 1.3 build at 6.2 volts at 30 watts, which exceeds the box mod, which won't allow you to go up to that level. So anyway, that's the kind of perks to getting this type of setup versus just the OKR T10 setup or like the Raptor or whatever. If you're just doing sub-ohm though, go for that box mod. Not that you can't do it with this one, but you will get more power with a different setup. Yeah, really, really loving this thing. I got this on loan, but I actually did go out and buy one myself. It's getting mailed out at the start of July, so there's a little bit of a wait period, but I got a really killer deal on it. I do like, you know, I like its size, I like the simplicity. It's just the 3-button system. When we dive up close, I'll show you all the different features it does. Really, really easy to use and really user-friendly as far as like basically anyone can learn this thing in 5 minutes. It's really not that tough. The buttons are very clicky. You know, they feel nice. They don't feel cheap. They have good push. You know, it's a quiet mod. There's nothing jingling around inside there. So yeah, just overall, this thing kicks ass. And like with the Cartel Stellare on there, it almost looks perfectly flush. Only if you get super, super close can you see a little tiny gap. But because of its kind of recessed well for your Addies, it really makes most of them look great on there, whether or not they rest flush. Let's see, what else? I don't know. Let's dive up close to this thing. I don't know what else to say about it until we dive up close, because I'm just really loving it. It's leaving me speechless. Alright, let's do that now. And here is our up close and personal with the Hana Modz DNA 30. Alright, yeah, we got this thing at 30 watts. It's reading 0 volts and 0 ohms since we don't have an Addy attached to there. Hopefully you can see that. We got a nice USB charging area here. You don't have to use that, but you know, really good idea because you don't have to waste time buying a charger. We've got our power down and power up, so if you want to adjust your watts, these are the buttons you use. Really nice clicky buttons. Nice aluminum body. The clone that I have for review does not have any logos on it, which is nice, and a lot of you know there was quite the drama involved with the Hana Modz that did have the logos. You know, there was some lawsuits and some other stuff that went down, so definitely a good idea to not throw the logos on there. I wish more clone companies would follow this route. Alright, we got a nice 510 area. It's got the recessed well here so that most of your Addies will look flush to this device. We got our back plate here that houses the battery and the chip and all the wires and all that jazz, and we'll pause in between and I'll open this sucker up and show you what it looks like, but it's just one single 18650 battery in there. I'm not sure what that is. Alright, so now let's show you some of the features here. So you can click it 5 times to lock and unlock. So if you want to carry it around and not have it fire in your pocket or change settings, you would lock it. Now it's locked. So when I go to fire or something or change anything, it just says locked. So now we click it 5 more times to unlock. And now we can adjust. We can go down, we can go up. You can click them or you can hold them down and it'll speed through. So we'll just do a little demo here. We'll just hold it down. So it starts out kind of slow and then it picks up and then it's just flying through. And you know, same with going up. Or you can just click it individually. Alright. In order to change it to stealth mode, you need to lock the device. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now it's locked. And you would hold the fire button and the power down button. And you got to hold them for a bit. I thought it was 5 seconds, but it seems like it's a little longer than that. So we'll show you here. First it'll read normal mode, and then it'll read stealth mode. Come on, stealth mode. Alright, now the screen will shut off. And you have to then unlock it to fire, you know, and all that jazz. But now you won't have the screen lighting up. So for those of you who maybe want to sneak this in a movie theater, that would be a good setting. And then it's the same thing to bring it out of stealth mode. You just hold them down until it reads normal mode. There we go. Now we're back on, baby. So yeah, that's the different settings that you can do. Let's see, some other features on here. If you put an Addy on here and you don't have the watts set high enough, it'll start blinking. So what that means is you need to kick the power back up. This thing does auto power down, so sometimes when the screen is off, you kind of need to click it and then click it again for it to fire. That's just one of its features. It does have a lot of protections in here to keep you from screwing up. So like if you have wires crossing or something on your Addy, it'll tell you, you know, it has different messages depending on what you're doing. So if you're using the wrong battery, or if you're using, you know, if you screw up your Addy, it has safety features built in that will stop you from destroying this thing. Now there's no guarantees in life, so that you shouldn't, you know, you shouldn't get this type of device if you don't know what you're doing. So, you know, please do your homework first before jumping into a setup like this. Let's see. It does go from 7 to 30 watts, and you've got 4 to 8.3 volts. You can do your builds all the way down to 0.3 and up to 3.3. So you've got quite a range in there. It's very versatile, very light, really nice. So yeah, this is a quality setup, people. Very, very nice. Alright, let's get back to the review. Alright, to spare you all a little time, I just went ahead and took the screws out, but you do need a little screwdriver to do so. And then you remove the door. It does fit just one way, so as you can see, one side is a little bigger and allows a little more room, so it just fits snugly on one way. Got a single 650 battery, Sony 30 amp. You do want a really good battery for this setup, people. Nice setup. All the wires and the chip and everything are on this side here. It looks pretty messy, I'm not gonna lie, compared to mine. Yeah, it looks a little messy inside, but that's okay. It works just fine. I'm not sure what it means when these are busted. I'm guessing the owner of this thing tinkered with it a little bit or checked it out on the insides. But yeah, it's a nice little setup overall, and it looks pretty good. I like that little viewing window. Keeps you separate from all the components in there. So yeah, let's get back to the... And that was our up close and personal with the Hana Modz DNA 30 clone. Yeah, so as you saw, super easy to learn, super easy to use, good features, very versatile, and you know, for most people, this is going to be like, you know, the mod you can stop at, because it really is going to put out a great amount of vapor, a great amount of power, and honestly, most people aren't going to need 60 watts. To me, I don't always run my box spawn at 60 watts because it gets to be a bit intense at times. So I will dial down the volts, which dials down the watts. And so 30 watts seems to be pretty awesome, you know, honestly. And I think that, you know, if you feel like you need more, definitely jump into that route. But for the average person who wants to go up, you know, in power and be able to be more versatile with their mod, this is going to be perfect for you people. Honestly, I took this thing to work with the K-Fun, and it was awesome. I had my 4.9 with me, but I didn't even use it. I felt bad for the poor little thing. But yeah, I'm loving this thing. Very happy I got one coming in the mail. Yeah, it's really kicking ass. Let's fire it up again. I'm rocking some Lucky Ruckus Top Shelf Caramello Purium. This is their new line that they've produced. They sent me 4 to review. Very, very excited to do that for you guys because it's really good stuff. And they got some new nice bottles. Alright, I'm going to throw the K-Fun on here. We'll leave it at 30 watts, and I'll show you that it'll actually have a higher voltage output than the OKR T10. Alright, so we got a 1.3 build, and it's coming in at 6.2 volts. Let's see if you can see that. Great vapor production. And a super warm vape. Luckily I did a nice wick and build on the K-Fun, so it's wicking perfectly. It's able to keep up with the 30 watts. Without getting dry hits. I do know, I was talking to my friend Johnny, and he was having some troubles getting his K-Fun, you know, to not get these dry hits with his Hana Modz. So, you know, you do gotta kind of dial it in if you're gonna rock it at higher heat for sure. But, you know, I think this is a sexy combination. You know, overall, it looks good with just about any Addy on it. I do honestly prefer having the 510 contact in the middle, though. I would rather, you know, it is like an MVP, but I just think it looks a little nicer in the middle. That's just my personal preference, you know. I'm sure a lot of people would disagree with that, but I just think it looks better that way. But yeah, overall, 2 thumbs up. Highly, highly suggest picking this up. It is a fantastic mod. Very, very excited for mine to come. I got the AC running, so it's blowing my clouds away, but this thing is putting out, people. Alright, so that was my review for the Hana Modz DNA 30. I want to let you all know we still got our 1,000 subscriber giveaway contest coming up, and you will win this sexy combination right here. the OKR T10 box mod, known as Biohazard, with a floating 510 contact, so the still air rides flush on that bad boy. Yes, this could be yours. It is quite the scavenger hunt, so make sure to watch my 1,000 subscriber giveaway video. You'll get all the details and rules on that. And if you want to learn more about our side contest on top of that, which I'm giving away the iClear X.1 and 3 bottles of Rose City Vapesters e-juice of your choice and Nick strength, just jump on my Facebook page, Atheist Vapist, or facebook.com/theatheistvapist. So all the rules are there, so go check that stuff out. Still got t-shirts for sale. They are American Apparel t-shirts. Really, really nice material. They did a great job. Yeah, really happy with the print. Everyone that's got one seems to be stoked on them. So you can still pick one of those up. You can email me, atheistvapist@gmail.com, or again, find me on Facebook if you want to get one. I've got tons of medium and large left. Very small supply of small and extra large. So yeah, if you want to get one of those, make sure to reserve one. For those of you who already bought a shirt, do not fret. I'm getting these things mailed out this next week. I've been working 7 days a week, but I am taking time off this next week just so I can get this stuff to you guys. So I'm literally taking time off work so I can mail stuff out for you, I promise. So it is coming. So yeah, and I also still have stickers for sale. So if you want to jump on that 100 subscriber VIP section, jump on it and get a sticker. And remember, 100% of the proceeds are going to CASA. So please jump on that and support my channel and support CASA. It's a win-win for everybody. But anyway, I just think they turned out dope. I was really, really happy with it. So, and again, those of you who have gotten shirts, they look great on you. Please keep posting the pictures on my Facebook. I love seeing you guys with my stickers and my shirts. It's really, really cool. Really boosts my ego a little bit and makes me very happy for the day. So appreciate those of you who have done that. And again, those of you who ordered shirts, they are coming next week. So do not fret. All right, that about wraps it up. That's all I got today. So peace and love, YouTube. Atheist Vapist is out.